the urine culture over here, and you would put this in and puncture it. So that's the urine culture.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Oh, put it.
So there's this little plastic
Oh, yeah,
tube.
okay.
So you just put it in here and then puncture it with that. I don't want to use this
spritz
because
up.
the last one
That's it.
Okay, gotcha.
so that's the urine culture. That's always the first thing. Urine pregnancy is simple. So so urine pregnancy is next. So with the urine pregnancy cassettes, they're in here, right? So they're in these little, one cassette has, one of these packets has the cassette and the dropper inside of it. All you have to do is you got to label it with name and date of birth. And then you're just going to put 3 drops into here. All right, so I'm going to grab 3 drops and put it into this tiny divot. That's it. So, that's it. Right, so name and date of birth. I'll get the timer started for 3 minutes, or I'll make a note of it on my own watch. 3 minutes is passing on that. So right now it is 3:49. It should be done by 4:02. The last thing is the urinalysis. This UA machine, you notice how the black bar is, black sort of landing strip is not out? You just tap on the screen and it pops out. You just tap on the screen, it'll pop out. Don't try tapping on it. Just tap on the screen, it'll pop out. Now, before I can do anything with this UA, I need to make sure to wipe it down with a alcohol wipe. So I'm going to take an alcohol wipe and just wipe down that black landing strip. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these UA strips. I'll grab it from here. And what I'll do, I'll pretend like I have a little bit of urine. I'll just use the dropper to just drop it along this UA strip. Make sure it makes contact. If you have a lot of urine like I do, I could have easily just bent it a little bit and tilted it so it makes contact. But if you want to just do a dropper, that's completely fine as well. Make sure it's making contact with all the squares. So all these little tiny squares need to have made contact with urine. So I'm going to place it on here, just like so, with the squares on the tray itself. And it'll start running. You'll see there's the little load bar here. It'll start running by itself. You just let it run. Let it do its thing. At this time, you're waiting. Okay, let me label my urine culture. Name and date of birth. Oh, I forgot to label my pregnancy test. Let me just label that really quickly as well. While I'm just waiting around, I label. That's how I used to do it. All right, I just used to label while I was waiting for this thing to run. And by the time I'm done labeling, most of this test should be finished at this point.
Is there a certain order to do when you get in a clean catch for sterile purposes?
That's what I said. So you get the urine culture first,
Okay.
and then urine pregnancy, then urinalysis. All that matters in terms of sterility is the urine culture being done first. That's
Okay.
it. You could technically do the UA second and the urine pregnancy third. Technically. We just do the urine pregnancy second because it takes longer. It takes 3 minutes versus the UA takes only 30, 45 seconds. So it prints out. It's pretty much done. I'll dispose of this. I'll wipe it down with another alcohol wipe. I'll take another little alcohol wipe and just wipe it down again for the next person. That's it. All right. And by the way, really quickly, as a quick note, these are called pee-pee gloves. You just touch pee-pee with them. That's a UA slip that you're going to hand off to the provider. You don't want pee-pee gloves touching that. Take off your gloves real quick, and then you can just easily rip this off. All right? And again, remember to label this with name, date of birth,
Pregnancy.
always, and then the pregnancy test result when the provider tells you the results. Who do you give this to at the end of the visit?
MA.
So you'll give this UA slip to the MA. So that's it. Urine culture first, urine pregnancy second, urinalysis third.
You said when the provider tells you the results, I thought we read the pregnancy results.
Pregnancy results are read by the provider.
Okay.
All right, so when you tell the provider your visit, what the patient is here for, that's when the provider will go read the results.
Wait, where do you hold on to that? Like, you put it in your pocket or something?
Yeah, try not to forget it.